go ahead and get started in a standing position. So grab your mat and join me. We're gonna have our feet about hip width apart. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Relax. Pull your navel in, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that breath to match the arms going up. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down, nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. Draw your hands into prayer at heart center. Go ahead and close your eyes just for a moment. Drawing your focus inward. And letting go of your day. Inhale, draw your hands up over your head. Exhale, arms down. Go ahead and open your eyes if you want to. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Relaxing through your hamstrings, your glutes, your hips, your low back. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, shoulders back and down. And roll up to standing. Step your left foot back. Nice wide stance. We're going to sink down into that front knee, into your warrior one position. So your hips are pointing towards the top of your mat. Draw your chest up and back. Use those abs. We're going to flat back. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, draw your hands into prayer at heart center. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring your elbow to the outside of your knee. Nice deep twist. Relax into the pose. Beautiful. Inhale. Come back up into your warrior one position. Inhale. Bring your hands up over your head. Exhale them down and back behind you. Clasp your hands together. Draw the shoulder blades together, opening up the chest. Inhale. Look up at the ceiling. Exhale. Fold forward, bringing your fists up towards the ceiling. Engage your abs, lift your chest. Exhale, go ahead and release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hands to your mat. Plant your left hand into your mat, reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Bring your right hand back down. Inhale, engage your abs, lift your chest, and step forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, draw your shoulders back and down. say back because I want you to have a flat back. So draw them back and then down away from your ears. Back and down. Roll up to standing. Exhale, shoulders down. Step your right foot back. Plant your right foot down to your mat. Nice wide stance. Sink down into that front knee. Hips are pointing towards the top of your mat. Remember, you can make L shape on your hips. If your fingers are pointer fingers are pointing towards the top of your mat, your hips are right. If they're pointing off, you need to draw your hips forward. Draw your navel back towards your spine. Draw your chest back. I want you leaning forward. I want you leaning back. Feels like you're leaning back, but you're just sitting up straight, right? Inhale, draw your hands into prayer at heart center. Exhale, twist to the left and draw your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Sink down in, relax into the pose. Inhale, draw your chest back up, come back up into your warrior one position. Inhale, draw your hands up over your head. Exhale them down. Bring your hands behind you. Clasp them together. Draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale, look up at the ceiling slightly. Exhale, fold forward, fist up towards the ceiling. Inhale, engage your abs, lift your chest. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hands to your mat. Plant your right hand into your mat. Lift your left hand up towards the ceiling. And draw your left hand back down to your mat. Inhale, engage your abs, lift your chest, and step forward. Shake out those legs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Creating a nice flat back. You can rest your hands on your thighs, or you can bring your hands into prayer at heart center. Inhale, hands to your mat, fold forward, and step back, downward facing dog. Drawing your navel back towards your spine, pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. You're actively pushing your hands into your mat. Relaxing through your neck and your shoulders, drawing your shoulders down away from your ears. We don't want you all hunched up. Relax through the shoulders. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend at your knee, draw your knee in towards your nose, and set your knee down onto your mat in between your hands. Extend your left leg out behind you, pushing your hands into your mat. Sit up tall, take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Relaxing your forehead down to your mat, or draw your hands underneath your forehead, building your hands up to meet your forehead where you can relax. Deep, relaxing breaths, relaxing into the pose, letting go of tension in your body. Inhale, push your hands into your mat, walk your hands back towards your knee, curl your left toes, lift your knee off the mat, and step your right foot back into a downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. Inhale, lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, bend at the knee, draw your knee in towards your nose, set your knee down onto your mat in between your hands, and extend your right leg out behind you. Settle into the pose. Push your hands into your mat, lift your chest, take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, bringing your forehead to your mat. On your next inhale, push your hands into your mat. Walk your hands back towards your knee. Curl your right toes, lift your knee off the mat, and step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to your mat. Uncurl your toes. Coming into your tabletop position. So stack your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Draw your navel back towards your spine. Inhale, dip your belly down towards the mat. Lift your hips, open up your chest. Exhale, round through your spine. Allow your head to hang in between your arms. Inhale. Lift your hips, open up your chest, look up slightly. Exhale, round through your spine. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. And back into your neutral tabletop. Inhale, right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread your hand in between your forearm and your thigh, setting your shoulder down to your mat and then your head. Push your left hand into your mat so that you're getting a nice twist through the spine. Shoulder stretch. Deep, relaxing breaths, relaxing into the pose. Notice where you're feeling tension. On your next inhale, unthread your arm, reach it back up towards the ceiling, stretch it out, and set it back down to your mat. Left hand up towards the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, thread your hand in between your forearm and your thighs, setting your shoulder and then your head down to your mat. Keeping your hips lifted, stacked over your knees. Inhale, unthread your arm, reaching it back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it down to your mat. Coming back into your tabletop position. Inhale, belly down towards the mat, lift your hips, open up your chest. Exhale, round through your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Back into your neutral tabletop, forearms to your mat, palms together. Spread your elbows out wide. Curl your toes. Push your hips up towards the ceiling, straightening your legs a little bit. You can have your knees bent. This is dolphin pose. Knees to the mat, uncurl your toes. And walk your elbows back towards your knees, coming to sit in child's pose. So hips down to your heels. Relaxing breaths. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your knees, coming to sit the heels of your feet. Hands to the mat. Slide your feet out from underneath of you and extend your legs out long in front of you. Sit up tall. Deep breath in. Relax through your shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back into a seated position. Draw your right foot up and in to rest on your inner thigh. Take a deep breath in, sitting up tall. Exhale, fold forward over your left leg. Back to a seated position. Extend your right leg back out and then draw your left foot into the inner right thigh. Take a deep breath in, sitting up tall. Exhale, fold forward. Come back to a seated position, drawing your left foot back out, both legs extended out, sit up tall, take a deep breath in, fill your belly full of air, exhale, fold forward. Try to fold a little bit deeper. And come back to a seated position. Soles of your feet to your mat. Slide your hips towards your heels. Engage your abs. Roll down, slow and controlled, all the way down to your mat. Relaxing your whole back all the way down to your mat. Step your feet back towards your hips. Relaxing your hands beside you. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, set your hips back down. And push our feet into the mat, engaging our thighs, our glutes, our abs. Lift your hips towards the ceiling. Squeeze those knees together. Exhale, come back down. One more time. Inhale, lift them high. Exhale, come back down. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Rock side to side. Deep, relaxing breaths. Inhale, set your feet back down to your mat. Exhale, extend your legs out long onto your mat. Go ahead and close your eyes. Let's rest here for a moment. Taking deep, relaxing breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. Deep, relaxing breaths, letting everything go. You are a unicorn in an ordinary world. This simple truth requires an acceptance that you will not please everyone. Be okay with this. Do not fear your own greatness. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your magic. Stand tall, shoulders back, and confidently speak your truth. Avoid trying to win the approval of others. And for the love of all things, don't ever allow yourself to play small, to satisfy the needs of someone who cannot stand in their own light. What deep words to meditate on today. Let that sink in. Let that fill your heart and your mind. Deep, relaxing breaths. Be proud of who you are. Let the world see you for who you are. Let you see you for who you are. Deep, relaxing breaths. inhale, take a deep breath in. Pause at the top. Exhale slowly while you push yourself up into a seated position, crossing your legs in front of you. Rest your palms face up on your knees or your thighs. Sit up tall, relaxing through your neck and your shoulders. On your next inhale, draw your hands into prayer at heart center. Exhale, dip your chin towards your chest. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to the mat today, allowing yourself to shine through, allowing yourself time to smooth out the jagged edges in your mind, your body, and your soul. Slowly blink your eyes open, looking down at your mat. Lift your gaze forward. Thank you for joining me today. From my heart to yours, namaste. Beautiful. And go out there and show the world who you are.